So this is my digital story, which documents my work at the Al Jazeera Institute of Science and Technology in Abu Dhabi. Al Jazeera is a vocational educational school that takes learners from about 17 years old to about 42 years old. One of the suggestions that I made to encourage a little bit more of language use for our learners is to do some work through volunteerism to explore many different possibilities of using the language. So, one of the suggestions that I made centers around how we can get the students to go into the community and work. So, the suggestion I proposed and sent out to my supervising teacher is since we're a vocational institute, more should be done to get students out of the classroom and engage in action that will help them to use the English language. So, this can be done through volunteerism. So, in our community where we are, it's called Ben El Jazrain, there are many different small organizations, governmental organizations, and one such organization is called Red Crescent. What Red Crescent does is that it works with local community, and it also works, it spans pretty large. It also works with countries outside of the UAE, such as Syria, such as Jordan, and so on. So this is an example of how far-reaching Red Crescent is. Their campaign raised 177 million dirhams in order to help people who were in the Syrian crisis, the refugees. So this is one of the things that Red Crescent does, and this is why I think it is an excellent opportunity for our learners to partake in such kind of activities while developing their language skills. And it's a really good way to also get them involved in the Emiratization process, which the government is strongly pushing for Emirati nationals. So how can this be done? We can form liaisons with government organizations such as Red Crescent. In the community also, there's also the Family Development Center, as well as there are also two other health centers that are nearby. So these are some organizations that we can tap into, form liaisons with them, and have our students go in to work there on a volunteer basis. Since they're within reach of the institute, the school can provide buses for the students to go to and from there, and depending on their level, they would be there 2 to 3 hours a day. I'm proposing that when they begin volunteering on a lower level, when they're in their beginning stages, they just go maybe 1 day a week, and as they progress through the stages, they go a little bit more often. So how do we track their learning would be through portfolios, and also, assess regular English assessments, but everything will be tailored around the language that they would be using in whichever organization they're working. And they would also be developing English through grammar-focused lessons that will help them to understand the use of the language. So this is just a snapshot of the suggestions that I've made to our institute to kind of give our students the skills to speak English and at the same time help them to reach out to the community through volunteerism.